To format currency in Google Sheets, start by selecting the cells that contain the numbers you want to turn into monetary values. Then, click the Format option in the top menu, hover over the Number submenu, and choose Currency from the list. That single click instantly applies the default currency for your region, likely the $sign for US users, along with 2 decimal places and 1000 separators. So if you had the number 1500 in a cell, it now displays as $1,500. The key thing to remember here is that this formatting does not change the underlying value. It only changes how it appears. Your formulas, calculations, charts, and pivot tables all still work with the raw number 1500, so you don't have to worry about breaking any math. And if you ever need to check, just click on a formatted cell and you'll see the original number in the formula bar at the top. Now, what if you're working with international clients or need a different currency symbol? That's just as straightforward. Select another group of cells, go back to Format, then Number, but this time choose Custom Currency instead of the Standard Currency option. A dialog box will pop up showing a long list of global currencies, everything from the Philippine peso with the pic symbol to the euro with euro, the Japanese yen with yen, and many others. Scroll through or type into the search field to find the one you need, click on it, and then hit Apply. Your selected cells will update instantly to show that new currency symbol. One common mistake beginners make is forgetting to check that they've selected the right cells before applying the format, so double check your selection before you click. Also note that the custom currency option lets you control a few additional settings, like how negative numbers look, whether they show up with a minus sign wrapped in parentheses like an accounting format, or displayed in red depending on the regional preset you choose. Speaking of decimal places, you might need to adjust those for different use cases. Most financial reports stick with 2 decimal places, but if you're dealing with bulk wholesale prices or cryptocurrency values, you might want more precision. Or, for a clean summary table, you might want 0 decimal places. After your cells are formatted, look for the increase decimal places and decrease decimal places buttons on the toolbar. They look like small plus and minus icons with a 0.00 next to them. Clicking them adds or removes 1 decimal place at a time. If you ever apply a custom currency and the decimal count looks off, these buttons are your quick fix. A pro tip, maintain a consistent number of decimal places across your entire spreadsheet. Mixing 2 decimal and 3 decimal values in the same column can look messy and confuse readers, especially if you're handing this off to a manager or a client. For long-term efficiency, you'll want to format entire columns rather than individual cells. Click the column letter at the top, say column D, to highlight every cell from D1 down to the bottom. Then apply the currency format as before. Now, any new number you type into any cell in that column will automatically inherit the same formatting. This is a huge time saver if you're maintaining a running expense tracker or sales log. It also prevents the common pitfall of leaving some monetary values as plain numbers because you forgot to format them. If you're building a budget sheet from scratch, I recommend formatting your columns first, even before entering data. That way every entry looks correct from the moment you type it. Now test your work. Enter a large number like 250000. It should appear with a 1000 separator, $250,000, making it instantly readable. Then test a small number like 0.50 to see that it shows as 50 cents. And crucially, test a negative value like -75.99. Depending on your chosen format, it might appear as $75.99 or $75.99. If a negative value shows up incorrectly, for example, missing the minus sign, go back to that custom currency dialog and check the locale or regional settings. Some formats assume accounting parentheses by default, while others use a minus sign. Pick the one that matches your report style. Also, be aware that different countries use different thousand and decimal separators. In many European locales, for instance, a comma is used as a decimal separator and a period as a thousand separator, so €1.50, 00 would be correct. If you're sharing sheets internationally, choose the format that matches your audience's expectations. Once everything looks right, save your spreadsheet and consider sharing it. If you open it on another device, say a phone or a colleague's computer, confirm that the formatting holds. Google Sheets syncs these settings automatically, so it should look identical, but it's a good final check before sending out a report. From here, you can apply the same process to any other columns that contain financial data, payroll figures, invoice totals, expense categories, or revenue projections. Currency formatting is one of those small steps that dramatically improves the professionalism and clarity of your spreadsheets. It turns a plain grid of numbers into a clean, readable financial document. So practice with a few different currencies, experiment with decimal places, and make it a habit to format columns ahead of time. Thanks for following along. Save this guide if you need to revisit the steps, and feel free to use it whenever you're setting up a budget or invoice sheet.